Hey guys. Something terrible happened in this video. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is episode 2 of restoring my grandfather's John boat. Today, I want to start getting the stringers in place for the deck. I have kind of a little bit of a funky plan that I really hope works out because I spent $46 on metal. I'm hoping I can get away with using some, I guess it would be corrugated. I don't even know what to call it. Here's what I got. I got these, and they're really light. They are steel, not aluminum, which I really wanted aluminum, but I think it'll be okay if I paint them. But I think I think I can cut these so they'll sit up like this, and then rivet them to the seats, or I don't know what that's called, the bow plate. And I think that'll give me a lot of structure. I'm not just gonna leave those. I'm gonna add more to it. Might be a little bit of wood mixed in there, and then that board is a little small, so that's gonna be my test piece. I do have a board big enough to cut the deck out of over there, but since this one fits in here nicely ish, I'm gonna use that as my test piece to see how strong it is. Should be a good video. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. I just recorded me marking these, but for some reason my phone recorded it straight up and down, so that footage is pretty much junk. If it's not, I don't know how to fix it. But I marked them. We're gonna have a little overhang over there, little overhang over here, and then I'm gonna notch them. Actually, I should mark those right now. Hold on. Ooh, sorry. Shaky. I need notches. Oh, only notch on one side. We'll just do that so I know which side it is. Right there for that one. And this one. Just like that. There we go. Let's get to cutting. So yeah, we're gonna have a little something like that. Is it pretty? No. Was never meant to be. Alright, I got the fronts marked. And I just changed my plan again. I'm going to show you what I mean after I get these cut. Alright, so what I mean by adjusted my plan is, what if I just hammer these down? Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't have a good setup here. Sorry, y'all. My garage is always a mess. But that's because I do a lot of projects. I start a lot of projects. Alright. Well, what if I take this, put it on the edge of my welding table, line it up, and just, whoa. Same thing with the other side. And I can bend these back if it doesn't work out, but I'm thinking we do that and then we can lay them in like this and attach them to the, so like, you know, like if that's sitting there and I step on it, it's gonna want to bend up. But that is a bended structure. That's why angle iron is so strong. It's kind of what I think I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna run stuff in between these. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That seems to work. I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is all oh, I'm sorry, I'm sweaty. Wow. This is all an experiment for me. I've never built a boat before. Hopefully it turns out good. We're gonna find out together. What do you guys think? I think that is phenomenal. Now, I just have to figure out a little bit more structure. And I would really like if I could do something that goes down to that stringer there, just so there's a little something to keep it from warping. I honestly think these would be fine by themselves, but I'm going to overbuild it just a little bit. Alright, I have this chunk of 1x1, and I think I'm just going to kind of just set it down and then screw it in between the boards. Unfortunately, my scrap pieces are not long enough to do really anything with. But that's okay. I'll figure it out. Alright, you guys, you know the deal. I don't measure. I go with what feels good. And to me, that feels good. About right like that. Alright, got my pieces cut. Check that out. Got a board going across the bottom to keep them from doing these numbers. I think it looks good. You may disagree, because I know this isn't the right way to do it. But let me show you. Let me show you what we got going on down here. I used a stainless nail. Yes, I used a nail. But my theory behind this is it's to keep it from shifting. And there's going to be a board on top of it, so it shouldn't come out. Then I also have it secured down here with screws. And have you ever tried to put a screw in going against the grain on wood? Usually doesn't work out so well. Yeah, you could drill a pilot hole, but who's got time for that? Alright, Now it's time for the real test. Oh. That's solid. That is solid. That ain't going nowhere. Alright, now I'm going to attempt to cut the board for the deck. Never done this before. And I have to match a curve somehow. Wish me luck. What I've come up with. I have this really thin, flexible... What do you call this? Is this like plumbers? There's plumber something, isn't it? Find this in like houses wrapped around plumbing. I can bend this to the shape I need. Trace it on one side, trace it on the other side. Bada boom, bada bang. We have a front deck. I have no idea how this is going to work, if it's going to work. But we're going to give it a shot. Here's what I've come up with. I've got the board on top of the boat. And what I'm going to do is trace the bottom of this board along the edge of the boat, cut it, and then I'm going to make a jig that kind of spaces my marker out from the end and just run it along the side. And then I can cut it from there and it'll be the correct size. So I get this all marked out. Alright, got my marker, got it marked out. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna cut it. Wait a minute. Where's my jigsaw? Oh, wait. My jigsaw's broken. I threw it away. Like a year ago. We'll be right back. Boom. Sideways presentation and everything. Hyper tough. Greenworks. Now I have a jigsaw. Alright, so I've taken a piece of that plumber's tape that I had earlier that I thought I was going to use, and I bent it and cut it so I can take the marker and just kind of look at that, and then I can just run it along the boat. And it's got multiple holes in it, so it's adjustable. Man, I'm smart. So now what I've got going on is I've got a level, and I'm going to hold this at the height of my deck where it's going to sit, and then I can use the level to make sure that I'm straight and hold this where I need to be. So I see the hole that I need. We are not level. Now we are. I've got that marked, and then we're just going to slide this back over. Load. Quit falling in the front. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Ugh. Why you being mean to me? Alright, get this squared up. Make sure Yeah, that's gonna work good. And I'm in between two of my holes. So I've marked the jig that I made. And I'm just gonna hold the marker in front of the mark. Just like that. Welcome back. How you guys doing? My phone ran out of storage. I had to go and delete old videos to make this bit of it. I had you guys sitting up on a shelf, and I didn't even notice. I even went up and talked to the camera and told you guys what was going on, and I didn't notice, and I got a bunch done. Here's what we have going on. I got the deck cut out all the way. Got a hatch cut in the deck so I can use all of that space for storage. Got my stringers painted. I'm going to water seal those. I'm sorry guys, but things happen. I'm going to get more storage. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video, comment. You know the deal. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one.